Hey guys, this is King Crab Zero. I'm going to be streaming for you today some Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We are going to be doing the 5th chapter. And let's see here. Let me just hit continue. So, maybe there might be a little bit of stuff finishing up. Oh yeah. Recounting what Kirigiri told us. Also, my cat's already trying to bug me. You've been needy today.
Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
This might be useful information.
The ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
What if I don't want to watch out for her, though? That was 3 days before the next incident? Oh, man. Yeah, I feel like this is really jumping ahead here. Okay. Well, we'll get there when we get there. Pain of a junk food junkie. Oh, man. You know what? I do appreciate Byakuya's like, yeah, we know what's going on. Like, let's just hop straight into it.
Well? In the name of my family.
I love that, like, facial reaction there, even though she said nothing.
What's your deal?
Yeah, it sounds like a Byakuya thing to say.
Come on.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's go.
I mean, he says he won't let us drag him down to our level for small talk, but I feel like he will. Yeah, he's slowly warming up to us. I think this side might be open. No, it's still not open. Well, motherfuck. Okay, well, I know what's open then. Okay, let's just go like this, like this, like this. And then, yeah, we'll go right here to the 4th floor on that side. That puts us right next to the staircase that just opened up. How convenient is that? For some odd reason, it feels unpleasant. Why does it feel unpleasant? I guess we'll have to find out why. We have a classroom right here. Well, damn. This wasn't the classroom I was hoping it was going to be. Because the classroom I was hoping it was going to be, it's like, yeah, I could see why you might feel like that's unpleasant. I think it's probably going to be this one then. Maybe. Nope. Okay. I love the anger to dejection so quickly. Okay. I could swear there was a classroom up here that was a little bit less welcoming. Oh, I think it's this one, actually. Yep, it's gonna be this one. As soon as the music cut out, I was like, ah, this has to be it.
I see.
Well, and to be fair, the smell here is also going to be aged. It's well aged. Because, I mean, normally in this game when you see blood, it's pink. Just like in real life, when you see blood, it's usually red, but then it turns like, really dark when it ages. You can see that the blood here is finally turned like a dark crimson.
Come on now. Unbelievable. Now then. Yes, indeed. Uh-oh. I can't wait! I can't wait!
So this was like this before he showed up? That's pretty weird. I mean, especially for, a school like this, right? Also, I think when it comes to, like, is he thinking really hard about this, or is he flat out ignoring me? It's like, yeah, probably a bit of both. Yes, they are very old. I mean, in regards to how long blood looks fresh. Though you'd imagine that the blood stains should line up a bit better with the chalk outlines. Okay. Okay, I guess we can't go into the bio lab. Let's see then. Well, let's come over here. What is this going to be? Yeah, this looks cool. It's a little target area. Might as well talk to Kirigiri while we're here.
Mikuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
What if I don't want to, Kyoko?
Hey. So then,
That was a pretty quick conversation. Very one-sided. Oh, I guess I can check out the trees here too.
hey. Indeed.
Okay. Cool. Looks like that's all I need in this area, so Like, I don't even know if I need to cover all of those. Just make sure. Okay. So it looks like this is the last door to go through over here. What do we have in here? Ooh, we have a gigantic plant. Which has gigantic Venus flytraps surrounding it.
Watch out!
I mean, basically what Monokuma was telling us is he's found the best way to dispose of bodies.
Actually,
Ooh, look at that. Environmentally friendly body-eating plant. Now I should probably go touch it. I don't know what Nagi's talking about. We'll talk to Hiro first.
Yo.
Painted walls and ceilings, that's a pain.
What the heck? The end is nigh.
Yeah, Hero's a bit crazy. I did look up last week after the stream what those skyfish were that he was talking about. And it was some like cryptid I'd never heard about, and it's one of those things that's already been explained away, so it's like, well, that's not as fun.
Well,
Ones that still have a bit of mystery and intrigue to them are usually a bit more fun.
yes.
Okay, well, sprinklers go off every morning at 7:30. That's good to know, just in case we ever thought of coming up here early. Chicken coop. Oh, look at that. You know what we found in the chicken coop? Chicken. Yeah, I'm not going to investigate all the chickens. I'll just look at one more just to see if there's anything. Okay, good enough for me.
I'm at least 30% right.
Well, we learned something back here today. He's obsessed with chickens. I think that might mean that he's like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. He's a simpleton, and he likes chickens. He's a paranoid simpleton who likes chickens. Hey, that's the same logo that was on the jacket for Mondo. Okay, let's look at these hose, maybe? Is this fertilizer? Yep. Lots of different fertilizer. Very important. Okay, we got a lawnmower, and after the lawnmower comes the most important thing here. But we'll check this out first. Oh man, look at this. We got pots. Very illicit substances. Okay, well that's all we need to discover here. Boom. So I think we've discovered everything we need here. Cool. And now we'll go summarize everything with everyone in the dining hall. I always find it kind of funny when we have to explore everything and then still summarize it. It's like, wait a second, I was already there, man.
Just a second.
Boom.
Hey.
Okay, well we'll start from the left.
Yeah. Hmm.
Correct.
So.
I mean, even if you could escape from the 5th floor, I don't know that that'd be a great idea. Because you would definitely fall and be painful. It would be like probably death
Just a
levels
second.
of fall.
So then,
It doesn't have stairs going up.
correct.
But
Okay.
Okay. So, we'll go with you next.
could it be?
But.
Naturally.
Well.
What?
Okay. Well, Kirigiri didn't really give us much to go with, since she has pointed out that the bio lab is locked, which we already discovered. Yaki is just summarizing that this room was full of death and gore.
What?
Huh?
But
So, in other words,
Yes, a lot of people were killed right there.
It can't be.
in other words, it's all clear now.
hey.
Must have been a really good cover-up if a whole bunch of people like that got murdered and no one heard about it. Oh my god, Hero, you got multiple parts.
You're serious?
Yeah.
So, if idiots never catch colds, that's probably why Aoi never gets sick. And then I'm assuming that means Hero never gets sick either. Or maybe Hero just knows that he's such an idiot that water doesn't affect him.
What the heck? Huh?
And Toko's gonna give us nothing.
Hey.
You know what? The way she said that and the face she made doesn't really lend any credence to what she's saying. I feel like it almost enforces that she probably still has like terrible odors.
What the heck?
Well, I'm glad that like Toko found it and not like Genocide Jill. Because Genocide
Wow.
Jill would probably be super happy with that knife.
Very suspicious.
Not their normal, murder weapon, but yeah, be good enough for a death game like this.
How about that? You know?
What's your problem?
So then,
My vote would be like, can we give it to Kirigiri?
Okay.
It's all clear now.
Had to look over and make sure where my cat was before I moved my feet. Normally, she doesn't lay at my feet while I'm streaming and stuff, but sometimes she does, so I always like to make sure that she's not by him when I shift my feet around. Because, like, I always feel really bad if, like, I accidentally, like, bump her or something when she's trying to relax or rest.
That's fine.
Aww. I feel like getting praised by Byakuya kind of gets her like hot in the lady parts. Okay, we talked to everyone. I guess I'll talk to Kirigiri one more time.
hey,
Okay. Nothing there. I guess I'll talk to Toko one more time. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in charge of the knife. We'll talk to Byakuya one more time then.
In other words, naturally.
Maybe Hina one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe Hiro one more time.
You know?
Oh yeah, I need to talk to Hiro because I forgot to do his other options. 5 whole chickens. Hina, like Hiro, is dumb and likes, chickens just as much as he does.
You know?
I always thought it was weird that, like, raw chicken gives you salmonella. Because it's chicken, not salmon, so why would it give you salmonella?
What?
It's true.
Kirigire's gonna be like, it was Mondo. It was on his coat. To call it a uniform is a bit of a stretch. I mean, unless you're saying it's his biker uniform.
I see.
That's still a little bit of a stretch. You know, bikers
Not
might
possible.
have similar clothing styles,
That's
but like I don't know that they necessarily have like exact uniforms. Like usually they have a jacket with their colors, and I think whatever else they wear is kind of dependent on the individual.
What the heck? Well, you know?
Ah,
Yes, that is
Yup.
all the new info.
No way.
well,
I feel like Nagi does feel like he has more bad luck than good, but I don't know. Like his luck always seems to save him in the end, so I think he's fine.
hmm. Huh?
Wrong.
What the heck?
So...
Amnesia, that seems like a, I mean, it's an excuse. I'm just trying to think of, the specific term. I don't know. This is going to be a low energy
Very
Danganronpa stream. Convenient. That's a very convenient excuse.
However,
What?
hey,
It's all clear now.
what?
Just give up.
That's fine.
It can't be.
Because...
So,
However... Hey,
Come on.
goodbye.
I mean, she has a point. Like, are all the bad things in here? Maybe we are in here because it was a good thing initially. Who knows? And I guess we'll see.
What the heck?
but
Toko coming in bitch mode.
Stop talking. Come on.
Hey.
Yeah, I could just imagine Byakuya being like, "Oh, yeah, the sound of your heartbeat annoys me, so if you could just knock that off."
'Cause, I mean...
Now I'm really angry!
Huh?
Hey! Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
I mean, it seems appropriate.
What the heck?
So,
I find that kind of weird that Byakuya is kind of like, oh, we can't trust Kyoko because she won't tell us, like, what she's the ultimate of. Then he's also like, well, it's probably her who stole from the headmaster, so it's like, shouldn't you trust her because she's willing to steal from the headmaster and piss him off? But yeah, it's kind of suspicious that Monokuma didn't specifically mention what the item was in question. Which means that it must be very valuable, very important. Okay.
You know?
well...
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, time to go back to our rooms. Yeah, you should just been like, well, Kyoko can crash my room for the night. I bet you that's Kyoko. Aw, look at that. And I was right. Ah, waiting for me in the dressing room? It sounds like things are about to get steamy. Oh, I don't even get to walk there by myself? I see how this is. The game doesn't even trust me.
Hey. Correct. So then... Indeed.
Well, she was very blunt about it.
So...
Oh, looks like that'd be some sort of skeleton key to get us into anywhere that we need to.
So... However... Correct. Indeed. That's right. Indeed. Correct.
See, that's pretty intelligent of her. Using us as decoy so she can sneak into the headmaster's room.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
I still like this, like, little cutscene here, because it's like, I love how bothered Naegi looks for her, like, whispering a name at first. And then just, like, some details, like, oh, Mukuro Ikusaba, it's the 16th student. He's like, oh. Like, he looks so in
The
shock.
one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Indeed. In other words, wrong. Anyway,
I mean, yeah, I'd imagine that if the headmaster isn't the mastermind, it'd probably be the 16th student that we haven't seen. Which would also
So-
explain why there was, 16 trial chairs and only 15 students to begin with.
is that right? Hey, hey,
Well, it sounds like a science experiment, you know. She has a hypothesis that she tests once, and because you need to test multiple times to determine whether it's a valid hypothesis, she's got to try it again.
why is that? I see. Correct. In other words,
Yeah, no, I think
you
Gary's
spend all
right.
your time trying to avoid danger. You'll never move forward. Hey, it's true. However, hey, indeed. Hey, indeed. Well,
Oh, she has her
So
doubts
then-
about other people. But she doesn't have her doubts about us, so that's I think that's a positive.
goodbye.
I mean, I think he has a point, since it is Kyoko. I think she'll be fine. She generally seems to manage.
Monokuma appears! Hey, hey! Most suspicious.
Yeah, it's just super hot and steamy. I mean, it's a bathhouse. That sounded pretty graphic. I mean, I didn't see it, but it sounded graphic. I don't know, Monokuma says that he stays away from these X-rated exploits. Well, Monokuma's always the one suggesting them, so I think that, yeah, he might be lying.
Wow. You need something? Say what? Actually,
I feel like that's not true.
what? My entire existence!
Yeah, that does bring up a good question then, since it's like, you know, Everyone's always assumed Monokuma's a dude, and it's like, well, kind of a teddy bear.
This is kind of depressing.
What is it really?
What are you thinking? Unbelievable.
Yes, Ursine breeding tips would be the most important thing that we could learn here. Or how to get the best honey. Not what Monokuma is like after.
What the heck?
Let's see here. Key and asterisks. I'm going to say ledger since it's 6 letters, and based upon the fact that Kirigiri gave us info, I'm going to say ledger. Yeah, I agree. Kyoko will be fine. Kyoko's Kyoko. She always manages. Oh, what's this? It's Spike Chunsoft Shadow Legends, obviously. I mean, I think that's what they're trying to peddle here, obviously, a mobile game. Eh? Eh? See, look at that. I would totally buy that. A game where you get to go around beating up various enemies from this. Okay, this should be the nighttime announcement. Oh no, that's the morning announcement. Okay. Let's see here. So, dining hall, we'll go there first. We'll just check and see if anyone's out in the hall. Highly doubt it, especially with how few people there are. But you never know, there might be 1 or 2 stragglers. I mean, 1 at most, I'd imagine, but... Okay. Almost missed the door there.
What?
Fuck, man. Byakuya is, like, too much of a hard ass on punctuality. I mean, 1 minute late? Come on. That's not bad. That's pretty good timing, actually. I mean... Honestly, like, that's basically, like, being early in this day and age.
Huh?
Yeah, I feel like Toko's growing on Byakuya, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So,
Could it be?
Very strange.
You know?
What's this? What? Hey! Hey! Ooh.
Huh? What?
Uh-huh. This is very suspicious.
Hey,
Yeah, I think that proves her point.
Hey! Hey! What the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah, I agree. It would seem that he doesn't know. Which is perfectly fine if he doesn't.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, totally.
Or maybe she's just hiding out in like the bathhouse or whatever. I think I get like 2 or maybe 3 free times in this cycle. Let's see. Cool. Was I working on friendship with anyone in particular? Let's take a look. Have I got any levels with her? No. Oh yeah, I was working with Yasuhiro. So let's go track down Hiro, and we'll see if we can max out our friendship with him. Okay. Actually, let's go the opposite way. I think I figured everyone would be on the top floor, actually. That's normal how this works in this game. Like, once you unlock a new level, everyone's just on there to begin with for the day. Yeah, we'll spend some time with Hiro.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Lemurian? You know what? Hiro just, he's weird. He doesn't ever make any sense. Yeah, let's give him some sort of present. What should we give him? Shit, we were giving him the meteorite arrowhead. Sweet. One more of these, and I think we should be his bestie. Oh, we'll get after you super soon, Hiro. Super soon.
How about that?
Two parts.
Huh?
I have no clue what those are. Out of place artifacts. Never heard of that term. Okay, I'm going to just take a moment here. You pull up a sidebar for the Golden Airplanes of Columbia, because that one I have never heard of. Okay. Gonna pull that one up so I can look that up later. It's like the Skyfish from last time, where it's like I have to pull up a sidebar here because you know, reading some of these kind of like UFO UMI, is that unidentified mystery? No, UMA, unidentified mystery animal or whatever. This is kind of false in that whole thing, like cryptid, pseudoscience type of stuff. Geoglyphs is South America. Well, I don't think it'd be Aztec. I'm gonna look this one up because I honestly have no clue. I'm gonna fuck this up otherwise. I think the rest of these I've basically been able to guess, but this one I don't know. I'm just not hip and happening on my UMA stuff, or whatever, cryptid stuff, and other whatever mystery, pseudoscience-y, alternate history stuff. Okay, let's see here. Nazca. Okay, let's go with Nazca then.
Whoa! Yo. Well?
I strongly agree with Makoto here. Like, Hiro probably has bought a whole bunch of like fake artifacts, and he's like relishing in the fact that they're super real, super mysterious.
What the heck? How about that?
Yeah, I feel like Hiro needs to stop denying the occult since he's so into it. He's into conspiracies and the occult, and not like, you know, actual conspiracies that are true, but like weird conspiracies that make no sense. Man, Nagi, if you could stop feeling sick, that would be amazing, bud. Oh, look at this. He's in the back room. I always find it funny when you fast travel to a location like this where it takes you into a different room first and then enters you into a room. Yeah, let's spend time with Hiro. Yeah, I guess we should give him another present. Let's see. I'm not going to give him another meteorite arrowhead because we're running out of those. Let's see if there's anything else here that I can remember that he's into. I think the one globe I think he's into. Let's see. Actually, he's probably into the golden airplane. I'm just gonna give him one.
Yo.
Man, he wants me to go to his room so he can tell my fortune. Free, no charge. I mean, this guy. Let's see what he predicts for my fortune.
Yo, yo, yo. Actually,
That sounds about right, but that's sad.
you know? You know? For serious. Don't look at me!
I love that. I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, maybe I pressured her to pull out her entire life savings.
Hey, come on. Ah! Help me! Please! Please! What the heck? What?
It doesn't take a genius to figure that out, Hero. I'm sorry.
Don't be mean! How about that? Hey. What the heck?
Man, what a pain in the ass. I love how that's the... Now we're friends, now that he, like, called me a terrible person, because I wouldn't, like, sell him my organs on the cheap. I wouldn't sell him my identity on the cheap. That's why he's upset with me, and now we're best friends. I kind of feel like this is like a one-sided friendship. Okay. I think that this is going to be like, I think that was the last free time for this section, honestly. Based upon this, because I think, yeah, with this, some stuff's gonna happen. Like Naegi's, you know what, how so either he's so fucking hot that his breath is like so much hotter than the air in his room. Like if it was regular room temperature, which I think is normally like, you know, 70 to 80 degrees, maybe high 60s. Like his breath would have to be fucking basically steam at that point. For it to fog up like that. Otherwise, his room is so cold. That's where it's like, Naegi, turn on the heat or find yourself a space heater or something, bud. Like, don't freeze yourself to death. Also, why is it that, like, Naegi has, like, nothing going on in his room, but everyone else has, like, stuff?
I understand. I understand.
What do you understand, Naegi?
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Why is that your goal, Naegi?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
I mean, that almost feels like oxymoronic. I have to stay in a death game for hope.
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Nah, yeah, I think you're hallucinating, bud. You should probably go back to sleep. Okay, I think that might be even creepier than what you saw before.
Kyoko? What did you... What did you say?
Dude, he is out of it. I think that fever is gonna kill him.
If the world were like that,
Morning announcement, guys.
good.
Yeah, it was totally a dream, Nagi. I love how it's already flashing back to this. This is where he just has to hit her with a letter Kenny, like, why you gotta be so fucking awkward, bud? Okay. Well, let's go out into the dining hall. Oh, is there any way to confirm it was a dream or not? Let's check on the knife then. Oh, the knife is gone. Okay, cool. Wasn't a dream. Yes, dining hall it is. Okay, let's see here. We'll do our quick rounds. Probably not going to find anyone, but we'll always do this just in case. Here we go. Oh,
Hey,
look.
Makoto.
We found Hina.
Cause, I mean... Okay.
Yeah, let's go meet up with everyone else,
That's
because
right.
if they all came to get me, it means something important must have happened.
Okay.
Why is everyone in the gym? Because they want to go work out, man. Oh man, I was hoping this would be one of those ones where they just automatically teleport me to the gym. Okay, gym first floor. Can I just teleport right in? Yes, I can. Sweet.
hey, Makoto.
What?
What are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's literally phased.
I'll attack Byakuya first.
What?
Hey, come on.
What?
You know what? I bet this probably has something to do with the fact that, you know, someone came into our room to attack us. Because if that was the mastermind that came into our room, and they're also the one that has to control Monokuma, that would explain why Monokuma wasn't active during that time frame.
So, in other words,
Could it be?
Hey. You know?
That looks like a bomb, hero.
What? What?
Just a second.
Yeah!
Ah.
Don't be mean.
I really like doing some good.
Well,
Hero could probably survive it. Especially if he uses his skull to block the blast. It's a pretty thick skull.
Just a second.
hey.
Huh?
it's all clear now. Naturally. What?
What the heck?
Such ignorance.
But
Come on.
He has a point. Yeah, we might as
all
well go
clear.
fight now since we have the opportunity.
How about that?
Okay. Let's talk to Byakuya first, see if he has
Let's
something to
go.
say. Okay, well, I guess not, so we're just gonna try and get in.
What?
But
So, in other words,
hey.
what?
I mean,
What the heck? Okay.
actually, oh, so then.
I see. It's all clear now. Naturally. What?
Oh my god, I just love the abuse there.
Hey.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
Got a flashback again. I mean, that's what this game does to pad the time. It's like flashback, flashback, flashback. The further you're on, you get, the more.
What? You called for me, and so I appeared. Genocide!
Come on.
Give it a rest.
Not possible.
Yes, yes. I see.
Oh, one more mystery? What's this other one going to be?
Have you reached that certain age? So, You've gotta be kidding! You SOB! Yep.
The corpse in the garden, that doesn't sound like,
What did you say?
doesn't sound right.
Come on.
Ah, the corpse get into the garden. Did someone plant a corpse seed and grow one, or just show up?
No way!
What?
I mean, you know, we've seen a whole bunch of corpses, Hero. I feel like it's far from shocking at this point.
Well...
Come on.
Yeah, I don't think bodies are supposed to do that. I don't think they're just supposed to blow up out of nowhere. That's kind of funny though. The Byakuya grabs the bucket and made me pour the water on it.
What did you say?
What?
What?
Nah, I don't think it's Kyoko.
But
In other words,
what the heck?
It would also explain why there hasn't been a body discovery announcement yet.
But what the heck? Huh?
what? What?
Mukuro equals the 16th student, the one they call the ultimate. Just watch out for her.
I think this is like the third or fourth time it's like alluded to this cutscene since the very end of like the last chapter. He really loves that one. I mean, I love it too because again, I love Nagi's shocked face.
I see.
Could it be? What the heck?
What?
What?
Stop talking.
I agree, it's pretty strange back and forth. I mean, it's kind of their dynamic though. Fine, we'll focus on the body. Oh, what's this? Well, I feel like that's something we definitely need to swipe.
What?
I'm gonna assume that key is probably for the data center.
I see. So, in other words,
Okay. Now, let's just warp to the data center. I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna be. Look at that. I was right.
I see.
Can't I, like, explore, the body a bit more? Like, find some clues? Or is that too much to ask for?
In other words,
I mean, I'm, like, the luckiest student, so... Or the ultimate lucky student, so I should be the one going in first. I can avoid all traps.
What?
I mean, they should already know this. There's cameras everywhere, so it shouldn't be a surprise.
so that's it. It's all clear now.
What? But... Whoa! How about that?
That's enough.
What?
Naturally.
Yeah, I mean, usually a big knife sticking out of a corpse might be a good indication that murder might have been involved. Just maybe.
But...
Such ignorance.
I'm telling you!
Okay, well, let's check out the TV over here first.
How about that? You know?
Okay.
You know?
Okay, well, Hero's gonna get that set up. Let's see. Let's look at this desk then next.
What?
Okay, let's take a look at this screen. I always discuss that info. Yep, wrong button there. I guess let's see if we can open. No, that's not what I wanted. On this door right here. Well, darn, this key doesn't open that door.
Yeah.
You know? Huh? Hmm. Hmm.
What?
What the heck? Huh?
Oh man, this TV show's old. I feel like I've lived it. Already lived it.
What the heck?
Come on.
Huh? But
Well,
what the heck?
hmm.
Could it be?
Yeah, I think Monokuma has a good point. Like, what sort of trick
Actually-
is it?
Hmm? Huh? Huh?
What? What?
Of course. Well now. Shing!
Let me out of here!
Unbelievable. Yep. Well now. Hey,
What?
What the heck?
huh?
That means that we're the main attraction on TV.
Unbelievable. Thrills, chills, kills! Extreme!
That's... Oh no!
Phew. Of course. Hey,
Oh man. Not only is it a killing game, it's also a despair show. With high ratings.
Actually, yes, indeed.
This can't be.
Of course.
That's a really late body discovery announcement.
A body has been after a certain amount of time, which...
I'm gonna try and speed through to get all the clues so I can get to the trial as quick as possible. Because I'm fading pretty quick. So I do like to finish off the chapter. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
But we'll see if I can manage that. Well, I think this one's a little bit quicker. Since it's like, you know, so late in the game. I mean, we already found the body, like, less than 2 hours. So, we'll already be beginning the trial before, like, even the 3-hour mark. Which is much earlier than most other trials.
I'm sick of this.
Stop talking.
What the heck?
No, I don't think it's Kyoko. Because you can see a bit of hair there, and it's like it's brown. I mean, maybe it was burnt, but still, I don't think it's even as pale as Kyoko. I feel like Kyoko wears heeled boots like that, so I can't really make a claim on that. But it looks like that body has fingernails on, which isn't something that Kyoko would have, since she always has gloves on. There's no real way for her to apply fake fingernails, and there'd be no reason to, since it'd interfere with gloves. That's just my thought. I could be wrong.
Quiet.
But
That's right.
Huh?
Stop talking.
Okay, let's investigate then. Dead before the blast, stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Struck in the head with an object, though, as thick as a metal pipe. Body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old, so... They don't really give us all the info that we might hope for, but they give us some. Okay. Yeah, he has a point. Let's go back to the scene of the crime, the garden. We do have to take a look at the body itself. I love how he says a picture of a dog and it's obviously a wolf. I feel like maybe Makoto's is bad with like animals as Henry from MXR Plays is. Top half the body's wet, that's because we had to douse it with water to get rid of the fire. Okay, and it's like in the middle part. And the bottom part. Let's look at the knife here. The knife the person is holding. The knife that was in your room, Naegi. That doesn't look good on your part. I mean, don't forget the second part of your, lucid fever dreams. Kyoko was the one that was there after the attacker had showed up, so maybe it's Kyoko that killed them. And Kyoko isn't even here to defend herself, so that's a little bit suspect. Looks like fragments of the Monokuma bomb that we saw before. Ah, wrong thing. Let's talk with Byakuya. Okay.
So, in other words, naturally. In other words.
That sounds like sound logic. Except for one big thing. The whole body wasn't wet and the sprinklers go off at 7:30 in the morning.
That's right. What?
I mean, that is true. I am at a disadvantage. But I'm going to hit him with logic, as I said, the sprinklers will help me.
You're serious? You know?
I mean, yeah. He's just being as useful as he always is. Let's talk to Toko, see if she has anything. Okay, very, very useful. Boots with red laces, I think that says something bad about them.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look in the chicken coop. Looks like there's only 4 chickens now. That's a little bit weird.
Yo!
Well, Hero, there's only 4 chickens now, so we're missing one. Maybe Hina finally got that fresh chicken that she was hoping for.
Conspiracy!
Okay. Let's check this out. Yeah, that tarp looks dirty, so that's probably something we need to check out. It's wet and dirty, but on the flip side, it doesn't have any blood on it, which is weird. You would think it would have blood on it. Okay, so we gotta confirm our suspicions on what we think that fragment is. This I'm pretty sure is the Monokuma bomb, so we just have to go to the gym for that.
It's all clear now.
What?
Just give up.
Yeah, we'll see if we can borrow the key first. Might as well.
What? Goodbye.
Oh my god, he has his own agenda. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, let's go to the map then, and the gym. And let's see here, let's just look at the Monokuma.
You know?
Exactly, the bomb's no longer there. So obviously that helps prove that we didn't do it, since the bomb was the same one that was here earlier when we were here. Which Kyoko wasn't here when we were here, so it doesn't really help her alibi. Yeah, okay, now we'll see if Byakuya will let us go to Kyoko's room.
Let's go.
Sweet. I feel like Makoto really just wants to see what's in her room. You gonna open this for me, or? Okay, cool, he will. I figured there'd be like, just open it yourself option or something. Okay, her room is about as barren and empty as ours.
What? It's certainly possible.
Okay, maybe your bed? I don't know. Maybe your bathroom? We'll just talk to him.
Come on.
It's true.
Yeah, what is in the envelope? That's the important question.
What?
That just means look under your sheets, man.
I see.
Okay, so her name is Mukuro Ikusaba, and she's female. A lot of information there. With Ultimate Soldier, Ultimate Military Specialist, well, she had joined Fenrir, a military group, which that would explain a wolf tattoo. So yeah, that would suggest that the body is hers. I think Fenrir is the like end of the world wolf from like Norse mythology. I think it's child to Loki, or one of Loki's children. Though it's weird that they would,
I see.
you know,
Naturally.
get knifed to death if they're the ultimate soldier, so.
Found it! What? What? Hey, come on now!
What?
Of course! Hey, in other words, yes, indeed.
Mukuro equals the 16th student, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Man, I just hope this shows this to me like 20 more times before the end of this game. Maybe even 50 more times. Because it just keeps showing it to me.
Yes, indeed. Well, now. Hey,
Well, that also proves that the body isn't Kirigiri's, because her hands weren't horribly disfigured. Means that's not Kirigiri there.
What? Such ignorance. That's right. It's certainly possible. What? It's all clear now. So, in other words, Let's go.
Yeah, let's go to the dojo. There should just be this locker here we can interact with then. I actually wonder how those keys work since it looks interesting.
I see. Very strange. That's right. I see.
Bloody duct tape. I mean, yeah, duct tape has plenty of uses. Apparently even trying to suck up blood.
Very strange. Why? What? Let's go.
Fenrir, I'm trying to think. Or is he just gonna point out? I guess he's just gonna point it out. Fine, I'll talk to Byakuya.
I see.
Oh, look, that also confirms that tattoo is a Fenrir tattoo.
What?
Look at that. Oh, we're already jumping to the trial? That seems a little bit unfair. Feel like there's still more clues to be had.
Time is utterly it damaged. Anyway.
Okay, well, let's just skip ahead to the trial then.
That's right.
Okay, boom. And then, let's see here.
Hey,
What?
I just need Monokuma to show up so we can get on with this trial. I'm gonna, like, rocket out this trial.
could it be?
We're going to obviously find out that it has to be Kirigiri since she's the only one that definitely doesn't have an alibi
Come on.
and definitely had motives, so.
In other words.
Hey,
Oh, I knew Kirigiri was still alive, look at that. She's not a ghost, she's a murderer now.
What?
Is that right?
Shing! Ah! Ah!
Indeed.
Let's go.
I think Byakuya has a point. We just need to get straight to this trial. We can discuss the details of where Kirigiri was and all that at the trial. Though I don't think she'll let me go onto the elevator before I talk to her, so I was going to talk to her first.
That's right. Whew. So... However... Wrong. In other words...
I told you guys, it's just a skeleton key, basically.
Just a second.
Makoto. It would seem... Goodbye.
Okay. I mean, Kirigiri's definitely at fault here. It was 100% her. She's sussy wussy as fuck. See, we're going to finger Kirigiri in this trial and not in a sexual way. And yeah. I feel like if Mukuro Ikusaba was the mastermind, I think that means this should be the last one.
Thrills! Chills! Kill!
Okay. Let's see here. Can I choose my skills? Yes, save. Overwrite. And then, come on. Oh yeah. Set skills. How much does that cost? 3? Oh, motherfuck. Only add one more. Effective during the class trial. I mean, honestly, I don't really need that one that much. Okay. Yeah, so we should be good. Let's see here.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, if you can figure out, then I'll punish everyone. Okay, well.
Well then, let's discuss first. We need to clarify who.
It's Kyoko. There's
But Kyoko's standing right there.
no, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
I agree with Byakuya.
Okay.
Hero's
So I
ridiculousness is
have
just
to
a
prove
problem.
That the corpse, then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the...
Her traits?
It's obviously Kyoko's piercing glare.
Gun! I'm talking about her gloves.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Well, the
I'm not
hands weren't
convinced.
super
The ghost is just trying
disfigured,
to
so...
fool-
You have to, like, do the tempo battle with Hero. Fake nails. Okay, it's fake nails for sure.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, of course, obviously.
Yeah!
Boom.
No, what's wrong?
Everyone knows you can't wear fake nails and gloves at the same time.
There's no. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Agreed.
Man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well,
100%.
Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
I fully agree with Byakuya.
So then,
Hero
who's
is
the
just
real-
a
That's the
fucking
first
dumbass
thing
as
I
fuck.
said. You're the
Okay. Let's identify the victim now that we got Hero's idiocy out of the way. Okay.
if Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so.
Okay. I figured that wasn't it, but I just want to take a shot in the dark.
Shoot! Kyoko really is.
Then who died? There's gotta be some. I don't think so. The face was, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Oh,
No, it's wrong. There was one clue left behind.
what? If you're lying, you'll die of.
Cruel and unusual.
She's just being stupid.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her.
Oh yeah. Her master must have made her get it to be like, "You're my bitch."
Of course, Toko has to come in and make it super dirty.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh really?
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps.
Okay.
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
A wolf. I bet it's a Hangman's Gambit. Yes, it is. Let's see here. W. Here we go. I forgot that it takes 3 for the
Now I
yellows.
understand.
I thought it only took
The
2, and I was like, why isn't this
representation of
working?
Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a clueless trial?
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Exactly.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying
Well,
she
Toko, not
wasn't an
everything is like a
important
novel.
character? Which would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
Come on, Monokuma,
Just
let's
so
get back to the
nobody's
trial.
confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big old brain.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
See, now Hiro has to ruin all over again.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects. I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
It actually works out since they're like half and half.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want, somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
That's a pretty wide window.
What time did we find the body?
9 a.m.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall. right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Garden sprinklers, man. It's all about those garden sprinklers. Aw, sweet.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have
Any objections, now would be the time.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
And 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi
For most of that.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
I mean, I feel like it should be sprinklers
We've
because
established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
okay. Let's see what
So,
the
Makoto,
hint at the
if you have
beginning
Any
is.
objections, now would be the time.
What's the hint? There's something that happens to garden at the same time. Everyone, I think that cook's totally dry. Okay.
We've
Yeah, it
established
should
a
be
time
sprinklers. I
frame
guess
for
it
the
must be
murder.
the first one.
It took place somewhere.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. It couldn't have been 10 o'clock because of the sprinklers. I just wasn't using my brain. I was being dumb. I was being super ultra,
Actually,
especially
the murder
dumb.
couldn't have happened
I was the
anywhere
ultimate
near
dumb
10
student.
o'clock. It
And what makes you say that?
because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
Top part was
Body
soaked.
was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
That's not quite what I said, Toko.
I'm saying that the
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Okay. It's one of these, the moment of truth.
I admit nothing. No, no, no! Enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no! Enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No, no, no! How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
this should prove it.
I feel like I almost missed that
Just remember
because
what
I
the
was
body
trying to
was like
cycle my
after the
ammo there.
explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, Shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? Oh god, it was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning.
Look at that. Has to be Kyoko.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a strong defense.
I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
It's a tarp.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Look at that. Tarp.
I got it!
But there's no blood on the
You're
tarp, so
talking
we can
about
use
the
that
tarp,
against her.
Aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just...
Oh, I'm going to nail her to the cross for this one. The blood was still wet.
And what might that be?
Here we go, here we go. What are my bullets this time? Body before the explosion. Yep. That's what I want.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was dirty on one side was the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected.
Ah, come on.
Shoot!
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that is because the sprinkler, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that
Side was since it was facing down toward the bot. Of course. No, that's wrong.
I feel like sometimes they hit you with those things that sounds like it should be the
Actually,
contradiction,
One side being
but then like
because
there's the other
the
thing
blood
they
wasn't
want it to
dry
be,
before the body
and it's
got
always a
blown
little
up,
bit
right?
annoying.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
And they just washed only one side.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood?
I mean, first off, they could just slice their hand for that, but it's the
I
chicken.
know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Chicken coop chickens. Boom.
I got it! Could it have been...
What?
When I checked the chicken coop before... But after the murder,
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken? And then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should
I
have
mean,
eaten it.
yo, is the murder itself not awful to begin with?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand. They covered it. When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
No, it was the reverse direction.
No, the head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
It was backwards.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Exactly.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
I still
They
feel like
wanted
it's
us to
Scary
think
Gary.
The murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off.
I mean, she's trying really hard to point the finger at me, man.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Oh man,
Then he had
here it
plenty of time to
goes.
spare, wouldn't you say? Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate. Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our...
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body
Yeah, it's the same one that I had.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed. Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from... Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Yeah, I just gotta point out that it'd be dumb for me to use a knife that I was put in charge
The
of.
knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Okay, knife was thrust through the
knife
coat
we
into the
found
body.
lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
I'm gonna take a quick look at this hint really quick that we just got. Disguised dead body. Tarp, white jacket.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes... Well,
Getting...
Exactly, it was a disguise tactic here.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body,
The knife was
the
stabbed
knife had
through
been
the
thrust
coat.
through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
And the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
It was probably the
They
head
wanted us
wounds.
to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto.
Exactly.
Tell
It
her
was
or
the
we won't make
Monokuma
any
bomb.
headway on this.
Let's take a look at this. Okay, definitely that. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like a
After the
partial
explosion, we
piece of
found a
evidence
tiny
or something.
fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? No. I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway,
Exactly.
the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me.
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
He has a point here.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah.
She was already totally dead.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the monitor, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue
The debate?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Okay, there we go. I was not sure on that one. This was like one of those in-between ones where it's like, I don't know if they wanted us to do that or to discredit the
What about the
prior
wounds all over
injuries.
the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
Yeah, she normally doesn't have good points, but she definitely has a good point here.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already...
We already know?
Yeah, it was a bundle of arrows.
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with... And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
A whole bundle.
That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
One more secret. What's this last secret going to be? It's the duct tape, I bet ya. Bloody duct tape. Oh, look at that.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because in the Monokuma, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an...
No, it's wrong!
Exactly. When you bundle them all together, it makes it about as thick as a pipe.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? You even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
That's a straight up lie because when we first found the dojo, she was already there, so.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Yes, it's the woodblock key. There we go. Boom.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She'd fought off the killer for you, and then killed the killer, obviously.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
Yeah, that's what I'd say if I was the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
She's going to be like, it's because you had my room key. But
Those words you just spoke. What
She
do you
has
mean?
a skeleton key that opens everything up,
Exactly
so...
what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than any.
Byakuya,
What are you? Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
Could I really have done that?
Which would mean... Okay, so...
Those words you just spoke.
what exactly what I said? I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you hiding? Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Okay.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
Okay. I feel like this has to be it. Yes. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was going to be the right one or not, because that one's like a little bit like,
Kyoko,
less lie.
should've given her.
I see. So
Less,
and if I had the key to your room,
that C word when things don't match up. Contradictory. Jesus.
Then obviously I had no way of. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Oh man, it's time for me to nail her to the cross here. Cause she's trying to nail me to the cross for murder. We're gonna get her. Here it goes. Ah, come on. Come on. We're gonna get to a choice here eventually. And I'm gonna choose the proper choice. Come on. Pursue the lie.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie.
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Oh my god. I had
I didn't have
itching
to
my ear
keep
there.
room. Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
I just want to see Kyoko's account here. Kyoko used Monaco's secret tool.
There's no doubt about that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't into my room.
Oh my god.
When we searched, how else could the...
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the...
Let's do this one more
I didn't
time.
have to, because I've given it. There's no doubt
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly.
No, it's wrong. No. Kyoko, you said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Monokuma's secret.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap. And I wasn't able to, so I lost. That's all this means.
Then, you say, Kyoko, you aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial.
But that's ridiculous!
It's because you were late. So the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Oh, look at that. It's Kyoko.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Well, let's see this punishment play out. Oh man, she's not looking too good. She's looking pretty worried here. For someone who doesn't really stress that much, she was as stressed as could be. Yeah, let's see. How does this all play out? But look at this! Look at this! Hiro was right. Hiro's prediction that we would have a mom, like the same mom to our kids, was 100% correct. I do kind of find it funny though that like Toko's dead in this situation. And never really explains that. Like, I don't know if it's because, like, Byakuya finally abused her to death, or... Yeah, maybe that's actually, like, that kid over there obviously looks like Byakuya. Maybe that's his and Toko's kid, and he just died in childbirth or something, but... Yeah. It's hard to say. Also, Hiro just looks, like, super douchey. Like, ultra douche.
No! This isn't...
Ah, apparently we chose wrong.
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Oh, that's beautiful. I've never chosen the runaway option, so I just want to try that really quick. Okay, let it go. Well, let's see what happens when we let it go.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
I mean, when you think about it, Naegi did go in before Byakuya, so obviously you can make the assertion that Naegi put it in there first.
I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Time's up.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Exactly.
Time's up!
Moving
Class
right
trial's
into
up.
punishment.
Time's...
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
Yeah, since we got close to the truth, that's when.
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone,
voting time?
Oh, man. Well, it looks like we did it right that time, since, you know, it's actually giving us points for it. Oh, sweet.
now, who will be chosen as the placket?
Hey, hold on!
I just love how distraught Naegi
What's
looks.
it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Well, this isn't looking good for us, though. Also, when the punishment comes up, I just want to make a comment here. We'll give it a second.
Yes, indeed. Yep. Hey! Shing! Thrills, chills, kills!
See, that just makes me wonder if, like, the whole... Okay, before I address Kirigiri's face here, that just makes me wonder if, like, the whole thing of, like, oh, if you choose wrong, you know, you all die, is just maybe a lie. Like, maybe it just, like, you know, kills the wrong person at that point. I do like Kyoko's face. She looks, like, every time she gets that face, she just looks so deranged.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Yeah, 200% your fault. And
Let's
besides,
give it everything we've got!
there's no way I will have time to forgive you, Kyoko, because I'm literally about to die. She put, like, I just love that. I don't expect you to forgive me. It's like, there's no time for forgiveness here, Kyoko. It's like, yeah, that's one of those things you give it like a decade or something, you could probably forgive someone for something like that, but in this case, it's like, no. There's no way. 100% not enough time. But yeah, this punishment here, it's kind of lazy. You know how it's like, oh, I got this special punishment, and it's like, well, the first punishments for the first people were pretty special, because like it was geared towards what their thing was, like what their character was. But this one, it's like you just get the same generic punishment whether Kirigiri goes to death or you go to death. Oh, we're getting close. Oh, been a good run. Nagi's looking about as shook as Kirigiri did. Except the difference is, Nagi is the ultimate lucky student, so his luck saves him. That's like Monokuma looking down like, ah, oh, what the hell? That wasn't supposed to happen.
This is...
It would seem...
What the heck?
In other words... Calm down. In other words...
What did you say?
So...
Oh yeah. We get to end out the chapter, maybe? Please? Please let me end out the chapter. Going through the opening stuff again. Going through the opening stuff again. Can we quit flashing back? That'd be pretty beautiful, honestly. Oh, okay. Flashback's over. I mean, to be fair, how does Makoto know that? Because he wasn't, like, he couldn't really see behind him to see that. Unless he has eyes on the back of his head. Maybe that's his actual ultimate ability. The chapter's gonna end really soon. But I kind of want to save this part off for next time, just to leave you guys in a little bit of suspense on what happens. So yeah, I'm going to save right here. And then I will be picking up next time from here. And we will be beginning the final chapter. It'll end us all off. But I've been King Crab Zero. You can catch me on Twitch, you can catch me on YouTube. If you go to either of those, you can also see the links for my official Discord and also my Instagram. So, you can definitely check those out. Let me just make sure I saved. Yes, I did. Cool. But yeah, I'm going to end off the stream for now then. You guys have a good night, and I will catch you guys next time.